Boop, boop, boop.
Oh
That was a good
no.
pop.
That was good. Okay, I'm here.
It
I'm good. It showed up. We're good.
shit itself.
Yeah. But here's the good news. It hasn't been possessed. Like it's not doing the I mean, now that I've said that, it's gonna do the thing.
It's gonna shit itself.
It's gonna do the thing. But uh this is friends, this is the oh, wait, no. Welcome back to Oddities. I'm Cassie.
I'm
And
Kelly.
welcome back to Strange Town. All of our information's in the
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
description. Oddities. Stay strange. We're tired. This is the third episode we're recording.
Can you tell?
Donate to our show, please. Thank you.
That's all. Goodbye.
That's all. Um, no, what I was going to say is this is the third episode we're recording. I'm surprised something hasn't gone wrong yet. The only thing that happened was when we were doing the bonus episode, my computer had a meltdown, but
But I don't know that considers technical difficulties because it happened right before.
yeah,
So
it was just the lead
it
up.
got its shit out of the way.
Yeah, I just, had a little moment. I have those too. It's cool.
Happens to the best of
It
us.
happens, yeah. How's my bestie? Did you save anything?
I did save some stuff.
Okay.
Your bestie is good. I don't. I have tons of stuff going on. This weekend, I'm gonna be rearranging my room to set up a new recording spot. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna be spending all day with my dad watching the Super Bowl because this has nothing to do with Taylor Swift, but the Chiefs have been my team since I was born.
Oh, there you go.
So, because fun fact, my dad has 3 daughters, and when each of us were born, he gave us each a team.
Oh, was this
And
your
he gave
assigned team?
The Kansas City Chiefs were my team.
Why?
And because my initials,
Oh,
KC.
okay.
And for no other reason than that.
Okay.
And guess what? It just stuck with me. My middle sister, SF,
Okay.
unfortunately,
49ers?
her team is playing my team.
Womp.
Yeah. So,
Okay. What about the other sister?
well, her name is Jet, so therefore her team is the New York
The
Jets.
Jets. Okay. There you go. There it is. Interesting. I've never considered myself to have a team. I always root for whoever's going to be the underdog in the Super Bowls. Though I am going to root for the Chiefs because of our Lord and Savior,
Saw that coming.
Mr. Swift. So,
Mr. Swift.
yeah. So,
I'm rooting for Jason Kelsey's brother.
that's right. I like Jason Kelsey better than Travis. Let's be real.
I am so pre Taylor. Please, no one crucify me here. I preferred Jason over Travis.
He's goofy and fun.
I love Jason and so much.
And I love his the relationship that he and his wife have and their family.
Yeah.
They seem really chill.
Yeah, they really do. And actually, all of the memes coming out right now of him at the Casey and Bills game, him
Yep.
coming out of the box.
Big fan.
They're killing me. Oh my
Big
God,
fan.
they are killing me.
And he also did a bunch of shots with people at the tailgate beforehand. I'm like, dude, this is the
Oh, he wanted a tailgate really, because he knew there was something on record saying that he knew Bill's tailgates were legendary and he wanted to experience it. And I thought that was the realest thing ever.
it is so real.
And I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
Just he just wanted to do that's so cool.
I love
and
that.
neat.
Yeah.
Also, he lifted up a little fan to see Taylor. That's so Sweet.
I know, he's a precious man. So we're rooting
Protect him at all costs.
for
Anyways,
Jason
so
Kelsey's brother, Mr. Swift.
Yeah. So
Listen.
I'm tagging their podcast in this episode.
Oh God, yes.
Just for this intro.
Please, gentlemen, blow us up, would you? So
we love you. Anyways,
I have to be real. I'm really only into the Super Bowl for
commercials,
the food,
and snacks,
drinks, and commercials. Yep. So I don't even know that we're going to be able to watch the Super Bowl because we don't have like cable and shit. So
Paramount Plus. You have my password.
Oh, you changed it. I think I need to get the new one from you because I don't know that I have that.
Oh shit! I did change it, and I forgot to give you the new login.
Okay, so I have to get that information. Then I can watch it. They have it on there.
It'll be streaming on Paramount Plus.
Oh, slay. Okay, well I'm gonna paint a bunch of what number is he?
But I don't know that
87. I'll be 87.
Yep.
You'll be
I don't know.
89. Yep.
I don't know that you're gonna be able to enjoy all the commercials on Paramount
That's
Plus.
What the internet's for. I always just catch the
go.
recap of the best ones. Listen, I work in marketing, guys. I have to see what's out there.
But yeah, remind me later and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Anywho, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Just spending the day with my parents. And yeah, so those are my plans.
Love that.
How's my bestie? How are you? What's new? What did you save?
Well, mostly I'm hoping that they bring back the hot farmer for the Budweiser commercials.
There you go.
I mean,
priorities.
Yeah, that's really because they, don't get me wrong, love the Clydesdales, love that, love the inspo, but they had the hot farmer with the puppy for a couple years there, and I was all aboard that train. King of beers,
Yep.
So
choo choo.
Yeah. What else have I saved for our legendary listeners? Not a whole hell of a lot. I did turn in my resignation at work, friends. I did that.
It's been a good week.
It's been a good week. Though there are aspects and individuals I will miss, but I'm on to exciting things. And hopefully this isn't me shooting myself in the foot and then this turns out to be a complete and total nightmare because I'm just coming from that. So
send nothing but good vibes to Cassie.
Only the good vibes. Actually, by the time this comes out, by the time this comes out, I'll have started. So hopefully we're just, cruising.
Smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing. I'm also excited for the Usher halftime show, going back to Super Bowl real quick. Usher has some bops, so wish him all the best. Sure he'll crush it. What?
Nothing.
What?
I just can't get over. We're going to talk about Taylor Swift again.
Of course.
I can't get over when they announced Usher being the halftime performer.
Yes.
Kim Kardashian was involved
Jesus
with
Christ.
that announcement.
Was she?
Did you know about this?
No.
You didn't know about this?
No.
Oh my gosh. She was involved. She calls Usher. It was a big commercial. She calls Usher. I got you in and blah, blah, blah. Like, I told you I can do this. And like, he's all excited.
And her fucking annoying voice. She's like, I got you in.
Yeah. The same day that this is happening is like the day Travis and Taylor
went official. Oh yes, gotta love timing.
Travis and Taylor. I believe that's what happened, or they broke the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for Usher, but like,
I really felt bad for Usher in that. It was just like really. It was funny, though.
I love that. I hope he puts on a better show. Like, I gotta be honest, I was amped for Rihanna last year. Did not love her halftime show. I know she was pregnant. I was
disappointed.
But like, I was
disappointed.
Really
disappointed in the performance. It was a letdown.
Yeah. Just overall, I wasn't into it. So I'm hoping Usher's is like a Grand Slam type of deal. Yep. But honestly, nobody's gonna top Lady Gaga for me. Like all those years back, she fucking ripped that shit up.
What were your top 3 performances?
Oh my god, it's hard to remember.
Obviously Gaga.
Gaga was on there. It's hard to remember everybody who's done it. I did the Stones did it one year and they did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who else. Like, I'm like drawing a blank. I think I need to look up a link. What about, or a list rather? What about you?
Katy
Oh,
Perry.
Katy Perry was
She did a
excellent. Yes.
phenomenal.
All right.
Yeah.
That's yeah, yeah.
Gaga.
Hell yeah.
And then, um, oh my gosh, what is his name? It's just went out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But oh gosh,
Bruno Mars.
he like, yes,
Yes, he was excellent too. And I'm not
it
a
was
huge Bruno Mars
phenomenal.
fan, but like,
I'm not a big Bruno Mars fan, but that show was
you
outstanding.
know, they don't get paid. The halftime
Really?
performers, no, because it's so much like publicity. There's so many eyes watching, so they agree to do the show for free. For
Wow.
free. Yeah. So anyway, there's a little juicy tidbit for everybody. I agree. Katy Perry was stellar too. I totally blacked out on that one. But Lady Gaga fucking slayed it, and then she did the mic drop of all mic drops at the end and jumped off the shit, and I was like, yes, bitch. We love it. We love a finish. So,
Yeah. Well,
shall we?
shall we jump into the Cassie moment of the week?
Oh yeah, hit us. You had to save
Okay,
two.
so this, yeah, well, and this might be more of a Kelly moment,
Okay.
but do Cassie.
Okay. The avocado. Your Galentine's
The
gift.
avocado.
Yeah.
Okay, so I may have impromptu sent Cassie a Galentine's Day gift, and then she found out that I was sending her a Galentine's Day gift, so she panicked and sent me a Galentine's Day gift, and I got the Galentine's Day gift before she got my Galentine's Day gift. Anyways, you guys, she sent me a giant stuffed heated plushy avocado.
That's right.
And in my first off, I immediately lost my shit because my serotonin was just screaming
It's
through
the
roof.
happiest.
It's the happiest little avocado. He's got little legs.
Little
I love
legs. A
him.
little happy smile.
But I immediately just grabbed my phone and started calling her. She didn't answer, so then I sent the most unhinged selfie possible. If you want to see it, you have to subscribe to the Patreon.
First of all, I didn't choose to not answer. I didn't even fucking know that you called until today. So let's not frame it up like that. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Then the messages went as follows. You're joking. I love him. And then I went old school Vine.
There it is.
It's an avocado. Thanks. Said, LOL, you're welcome. It's a heating pad. You can warm him in the microwave. I'm not going to go into the other details of that message.
Okay. Okay.
You're literally the best. My serotonin levels shot through the roof. I love him so much. His name is Avi.
It's a good name. It's a good name.
Well, you just said the next message. Happy Valentine's Day, bestie.
There you go. There it is.
So, that happened yesterday. And he's right now sitting next to me. I love him so much.
And he smells
also,
like
my
lavender.
children wanted to touch him. And I said, no
Get
touching.
your own fucking Avi.
With your grubby little
That's
hands.
right. Get away,
Yes.
children. Yeah.
So,
I'm glad you love him.
He's everything.
I'm thrilled. that seals the deal. I nailed it. I'm very happy. I'm excited to get my tea. Kelly's sending me
Which
tea.
is now coming today.
Which is coming today,
And,
yeah.
It was supposed to come on Sunday, which I was really bummed about. It was taking so long to get to you. But now it's coming today, and I'm very excited. And it's decaf, so you can enjoy it literally the second it gets to you.
I'm going to just have that bad boy, yeah. I was actually thinking maybe it's going to be pretty warm today, so maybe I'll try and make it into iced tea.
I don't see why it wouldn't be good as iced tea, I'm going to be
Based
honest
on what
with
the flavor is, I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be great.
It's going to be refreshing.
Refreshing as fuck. So I'm pumped about that. That was a good one to save. Well done.
Yeah. So, and now we're 14 minutes in, just like last week. So shall we move it along?
Let's do it. I started last time, so if you want to take it away.
All right. So, as the listeners and as you know, I've been going to Disneyland a lot.
Disney!
Which has made me sit and, like, as I'm walking around the parks dealing with some rude-ass people, I go, I bet some morbid-ass shit has happened here.
And behold.
And I was right.
You're right.
I decided, how many people have died here? So let's dive in. Disney deaths today.
Disney deaths.
So there's been a handful per se. Let's talk about it.
Let's.
There used to be a thing called the People Mover. I don't exactly know what the
I
People Mover
don't
was.
like that name.
But it's now nicknamed the People Killer.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It no longer exists at Disneyland. It claimed several victims. The first was a 17-year-old boy who left his car just as it was passing through the tunnel in 1967. The young man fell and was crushed beneath the oncoming cars.
Okay, listen, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but play stupid games, win stupid prizes. What are you doing climbing out of the People Mover in a tunnel? Tell me.
Hands and feet inside the car at all times.
Just fucking stay in the thing. I mean, I'm not saying he deserved it, but damn.
In 1980, the People Mover killed again,
Uh-oh.
crushing another young park visitor in the super speed tunnel.
Okay.
As the recent high school grad attempted to move from one car to another, his body was dragged for more than 100 feet before the operator stopped the ride.
Jesus Christ. There must probably not much left.
I would imagine not.
Assume, yeah.
The next death happened on the monorail, which is still there. But this was no reason to actually get rid of the monorail, because this was, again, play stupid games. Win stupid
People
prizes.
just stay in the shit.
In June of 1966, a 19-year-old attempted to sneak into Disneyland by scaling on the monorail track. Though a guard attempted to warn him of the oncoming train, the young man was unable to get away from it fast enough and was hit by the train and dragged about 30 feet along the track.
Jesus.
He died on site.
Jesus. It's the dragging for me.
Yeah, like, ugh.
Yeah,
Just, ow. Just what a way,
Like, yeah.
I probably should have put a trigger warning on this.
There's gonna need to be one for mine, too. This is a heavy episode.
There'll be one in the descript.
Trigger. Okay.
Trigger warnings from this point on. There's been some drownings at Disneyland, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep. In the summer of 1973, an 18-year-old park visitor and his 10-year-old brother managed to achieve the common dream of hiding out in the park past closing. This is the one death I've always known about, or two deaths that I've always known about.
Literally, not even a thought that would have occurred to me. Like, hey, let's stay in the park after closing. Like, it just wouldn't even.
Right.
Yeah.
So, they wanted to stay past closing time, and they stowed away on Tom Sawyer's Island.
Of course.
Instead of asking a cast member for help off the island, several hours later, they decided to swim off the island across the rivers of America to avoid detection. Being accommodating older brother, the soon-to-be drowning victim pulled his younger brother along on his back through the river, but grew exhausted and drowned. His brother managed to stay afloat by dog paddling and eventually was rescued by cast members, but then his older brother was nowhere to be seen and was found dead the next morning.
Oh.
I've known about that death for majority of my life.
Yeah.
I feel like my older sibling told me about that one, which is weird because you look at that river and you think it's not that long, like wide. And you also think it can't be that deep, but then you look at the ships that are in that river,
like,
it has to be that
shit's
deep.
Gotta be deep.
It's gotta be deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another drowning took place in 1984 in the rivers of America when an 18-year-old park goer and a friend, both apparently were intoxicated, stole a maintenance motorboat for a nighttime joyride.
Oh.
After hitting a rock, the young man was tossed overboard and drowned before his friend was able to get help.
Damn.
Yep.
Literally all of these things are like, listen, I think Disney's a pretty sketchy bitch, but like, literally all of these things are because of what these people chose to do. Yep. Like literally every single one.
And it's funny you say that because most of Disneyland's deaths are a result of recklessness on behalf of park attendees.
There you have it.
The tragic 1998 event was caused by the negligence on behalf of the park. On Christmas Eve of this year, 3 people, 2 guests, and 1 cast member were killed after being struck by a cleat on the sailing ship Columbia, which can be found on the rivers of America, that was set to loose the rope. It was attached toward loose. This event caused Disneyland to rethink the operations and safety procedures, which are now more rigorous than ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had one in there.
Yeah. This was a Matterhorn incident.
Oh.
So this happened on a ride.
I think I know about this one.
In May of 1964, a 15-year-old boy died 3 days after sustaining injuries to his head and torso on the Matterhorn bobsled after being thrown from his car onto the tracks below. Either this teen or his friend unbuckled his seatbelt and he had attempted to stand near the peak of the mountain. 20 years later, the first female Disneyland death took place in a very similar fashion. This 48-year-old park visitor was thrown from her seat as her car went full throttle down the mountain. She was run over by an oncoming bobsled.
Oh, Jesus.
This woman's seatbelt was not fastened, but because she was alone in the car, nobody knows if she deliberately freed herself.
I just want to point out how long it took for a woman to die.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And it might have just been her being like, and I've had enough. So, yeah.
In 1981, a park guest who was only 18 years old, again, these are a lot of teen deaths too, actually.
A lot of teens.
Died from injuries sustained with a knife in a knife fight that took place in Tomorrowland.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Who's bringing a knife to Disney? Everybody calm down.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Stop.
In 1974, a hostess responsible for greeting audiences in America Sings, a refurbished version of Carousel's Progress, was crushed between the rotating theater and the stationary stage. The walls have since been changed to prevent an accident like this from ever taking place again.
That's not a great way to go either. None of these are ideal.
Yep. One 22-year-old visitor bled to death from blunt force trauma to the chest after the cars separated from the locomotive of One Big Thunder Mountain's tunnel and crashed the locomotive's underside. It was found that the accident was a result of improper maintenance. I do remember that death.
Oh, God.
Actually. I love that this one's titled "Follow the Rules." See, this one I'm not sure about. Because I didn't actually find a lot of details on it. There's been apparently alleged deaths on Roger Rabbit, the wild ride.
Okay.
A kid's death, of falling and then getting crushed by the car.
Oops.
It's my understanding on those rides, if a kid is a certain size, they need to stay on your lap.
Yeah.
So follow the rules on that. So yeah, I don't know. Us taking the kids, we purposely will not take the kids on certain rides. We'll be honest with you on that. Like, we just, no. It's a hard pass. It's a hard hell no.
Until they're older, like.
Yeah, until we just. Well, first off, the tiny one's crazy. Secondly, just no. And it's because Michael and I are like, a kid has died on that ride, so no.
So no. Okay. Fair.
But it makes me wonder, and I wonder if a cast member will say anything to me about this, because I'm totally going to ask, but I'm also scared I'll get kicked out. Has any weird shit happened at this park?
I want to know if it's fucking haunted.
I want to know if there's any hauntings.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of deaths.
There are a lot of deaths.
You can't tell me that there's not some spookala shit now going on.
Listen, if you were going to die somewhere and be stuck, like...
Is the happiest place on earth the worst place to be stuck?
I think there are definitely worse places you could be.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, that was wild. There's a lot.
Yep. So, I'm definitely going to be asking some weird-ass questions next time I go to Disney.
You have to tell us what the answers are.
Yeah. Which ironically, damn it, I closed my computer.
Oh no.
What day does this episode come out?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think this comes out the next time I go to Disney.
Oh my god, what weird timing. That's perfect.
So that would be fun.
Do you think
Yeah, no,
do you think cast members have been trained to give a certain response to that question? Like, do you think
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, because they're trained for everything.
Yeah.
They are trained for everything, for every response, for every
Everything.
scenario. So I would imagine so. But I'm very, very curious. I know for a fact that people have tried to spread their ashes at Disney. Cast members are trained to have an eye for that.
For that?
And for that specifically, because people tried to spread their ashes around the Haunted Mansion.
Sure.
They have shut down that whole area to sanitize.
Well, they kind
and
of
suck
have
up
to.
your loved one.
I mean,
Yep,
like,
because they don't want those remains.
no. You should bring some
So-
cash along and like bribe them if they give you some sort of canned response and just be like, hey.
And that's how Kelly gets banned from Disneyland.
Oh, well, you know. Might be worth it in
Give
the
you
end.
a shout out on our podcast. Come on. Like, I desperately want to know, because there's got to be somewhere. And like, I know that there's an actual skull on the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think I've read that.
So you can't tell me there's some haunted shit on there.
Gotta be.
Come on.
Got to be.
Come on.
Cool legacy for whoever skull that is, though.
Right.
I mean,
And did they purposely donate it to Disney? I gotta know.
well, all right, next episode.
I'm gonna be looking into that shit now.
See you next episode. That was great. Great topic. Fun. Sad. Kids, follow the fucking rules.
Yeah, how many teenagers was that?
Too
I
many.
need
Too
to go
many.
look
That
back
was
at
like more than half of that was teenagers. Like three-quarters of that. I'm gonna probably go ahead here, give a little bit of a warning for mine.
Trigger.
Trigger. Oh. Consider this your trigger warning. It's not like, it's just like kind of sad. So I'm covering, actually I don't know how to say it, the Overtoun Bridge, Overtoun Bridge. This is from my cousin Matt. Thank you, cousin Matt.
Thank you, cousin Matt.
My actual cousin, not honorary cousin. This is a true cousin Matt. So over the past 60 plus years, somewhere between 300 and 600 dogs have allegedly thrown themselves off of Scotland's Overtoun Bridge and into a 50-foot gorge. Yeah. It's a sad, yes, a very sad, but rather curious phenomenon. And it's become, actually, it was the subject of like a New York Times investigation. Obviously, there's only one reason for this. It's ghosts.
Ghosts or aliens?
Or aliens.
I'm going to blame aliens.
So-
That's terrible.
Only 50 or so dogs of the hundreds that have jumped off this like century-old bridge in Dumbarton are said to have died. But the trend is obviously like disturbing. Over the years, it's come to kind of like define the area. The bridge has been given what is perhaps the world's worst nickname, the Dog Suicide Bridge. And while people attempt to place blame on worldly objects, like the enticing scent of minks deep in the gorge below, most people in Dumbarton know what's up, and locals are, quote, very superstitious. A man who's a local there, Alistair Dutton, which if that's not a Scottish name, I don't know what is. He told news outlets, quote, "We've all seen or felt spirits up here." Spooky. Woo! Oh my god. The sound waves on my Audacity just blew up. Anyway. So for decades, dating back at least to like the 1950s, dogs have been jumping from this Gothic style bridge. It crosses a 50-foot ravine. Many news outlets have reported on the bridge. It's inspired at least one full-length book. Some reports set the number of These dogs into the hundreds, others cite fewer. Regardless, there's no disputing that that's like a lot of fucking dogs who have died and nobody really knows why. So sometimes, like I said, the dogs will survive. They'll just sustain like really rough injuries. In at least one instance, a dog jumped off the bridge, allegedly, survived, ran up the slope, and jumped off again. So, what could possibly be behind this? So, in 2010, animal behaviorist David Sands visits the bridge. He concludes that the dogs weren't killing themselves on purpose. Like, duh. He figured that since most of the dogs that jump are long-nosed types with especially keen odor tracking skills, he argues that a wild animal scent might be a trigger. Perhaps the dogs can smell or see like wild creatures that are like scurrying below. Maybe the bridge's construction, which has like tapered edges, might make it look safe, like it's a flat plane from a dog's point of view, and it could contribute to like their confusion. And he even made a documentary about this whole bridge, and he says, quote, "I think it's highly likely in all cases here at Overtoun Bridge that it was curiosity that killed the dog." Still, the townsfolk, like I said, are very, very superstitious about it. Some feel that there are paranormal factors. One theory is that a grieving widow, the quote, White Lady of Overtoun, maintains a ghostly
Oh,
presence at the bridge and stirs the dogs into like a death frenzy. It's always a woman in white.
okay. What is it with the women
It's
in
always a
white?
woman in white. An even darker take harkens to a terrible event that occurred in like 1994. It was that year that a 32-year-old father threw his own baby, whom he was certain was the Antichrist, into the gorge below.
What the
I
hell?
know the baby died the following day. I'm surprised it didn't happen immediately. But anyway, the father
Yeah.
was declared insane and committed to an institution. That one doesn't really track with me because the dogs have been doing this since the 50s. So 1994, it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
This is crazy.
Locals say that dogs, in almost every case, tend to jump from the same spot that the baby was thrown from. Perhaps they say the terrible ordeal left a supernatural rift of sorts that affects dog behavior. Whatever the case, scientists don't really buy into any of that. You know, it's not like the dogs ran out of like antidepressants and then they were like, okay, and this is it. Like, they're like, no. So until the mystery's solved, perhaps local dog walkers should essentially keep their dogs on a leash with a
Yeah.
firm hold. Um, Going back to the lady in white, I just found like kind of an interesting tidbit about her. So the lady in white is thought to be the grieving widow of first Baron Overtoun, and is better known as, like I said, the White Lady of Overtoun. Local lore has it that after mourning her dead husband for 30 years and then dying herself, she's been hanging out among the living in Dumbarton and has not gone one day unencumbered by her grief. And it's said that locals feel her ghost is lurking. She's been sighted in windows. She's been sighted walking around the grounds. I'm tempted to do like a follow-up episode just on her. Like,
Yeah.
I'd like to hear more about that. But that's what I've got about the Overtoun Bridge. I think that the wild animal argument is definitely a possibility. Um, I also can't help but wonder though if just like this is one of those situations where like the fields are off. Like, is there some sort of strange magnetic field there that like affects the dogs? Is there some sort of like maybe with the way the wind is passing over the bridge, like does it hurt their ears and drive them a little like wild? Like, you know, I just can't help but wonder if there's many possible outstanding factors that could contribute to that behavior. But that, I mean, there's not much more to it. That's what I have.
Yeah.
Pretty wild though.
It's there's something that is so creepy
Isn't it spookala
and I am
bookala?
so nauseous.
I know, poor babies.
Oh,
I know. Also, though, like,
I'm so
fucking keep your
sad.
dogs on the leash. Keep a hold of your pups,
Yeah.
guys. Also, if you know this is a thing, don't walk them over there if you're going to take them off the
Like yeah,
leash.
don't tempt fate,
You
damn
know, I
it.
don't know. But I feel bad for the little precious baby angels. I mean, what do you think? Do you think it's wild animals? Do you think I don't think it. I don't know that I think it's anything paranormal, really.
No, I don't.
Because I mean, the whole lady in white explanation is cool, right? But it's like, what does that have to do with
Yeah,
dogs?
I kind of think it must be like a wild animal thing. I think it might be a pheromone thing
Yeah.
that is drawing them.
Yeah.
It's too much of a coincidence.
Well,
A magnetic pull, maybe?
the number
I
is too
don't.
damn high for it to be like there's something.
There's something that is attracting them to do it.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I know, isn't that insane? I had never heard of this.
I'm very nauseous.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you nauseous.
That is, it might be because I haven't eaten breakfast yet. But
Okay.
it just, wow.
I know. So thank you, Cousin Matt. That was heavy, but it was an interesting topic. I think I don't know that I feel though it's anything paranormal. I think there's just some sort of explanation that we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
But it's sad, the poor little
Wow.
buddies.
Little babies.
I know. So sorry guys, this was a heavier episode, but I mean, let us know what you think about this. Also, if you go to Disney, fucking don't be a jackass.
Keep your arms and legs
And the shit. And wear your seatbelt.
at all times. And like, don't be stupid. Anyways.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, I mean, on that happy note, until next time.
Stay strange.